order. It is 6:08 p.m.
I'm looking forward to this meeting. We have some bylaw changes, which I'm sure you guys have noticed on the agenda. I'm looking forward to seeing a discussion on Shared Governance Director Ludwig's bylaw changes. He's looking to streamline the process, which is great. In addition to that, we're bringing on a Public Relations Director, which I'm looking forward to. And we're setting the line item for 2 committee chairs, as well as changing the stipend for Daniel Laughlin, who surely deserves the extra $1,000, and we love his service. Other than that, I look forward to the rest of the meeting. I'll be up here a few more times. Don't want to take too much of your time. One more thing, you'll be hearing from Brandon James over there in the back. He'll be coming up later. He is our new Student Association advisor. He's replacing Scott Gore in that capacity. And over the last month, we've had a lot of great discussions, and I think you guys will have a great working relationship. So I look forward to hearing from Brandon. Other than that, I will talk to you guys in the next few minutes probably. And
Went with President Coastal to the Board of Regents meetings. There was actually 2. There was one in Madison just this past week, and one that was in Milwaukee in the middle of June. Met with Chris Larson, discussed neighborhood issues and things that we could work together on, along with President Coastal, Vice President Johnson, and Chief of Staff Lang. Meeting with administration, specifically Steve Mohar, the Director of Rec Sports and Facilities, to discuss moving club sports to the SFC process, as we had in our platform when we were running. And I'm writing an essay handbook for all of the senators and anybody else who wants one regarding the policies and procedures of SA. A lot of people have been asking for specifics, so this will have not only the bylaws and everything in it, but all the things about SA just broken down in common sense terms and things like that. And lastly, the SA retreat, which is where we'll all be getting diversity training, open meetings laws, public records, and of course just getting to know each other and things like that. And I'm planning that with Chief of Staff Lang.
So I will report to you a little bit of the financial narrative, primarily from June. We're still working through July at the moment. But we had 2 purchases primarily in the month of June for office supplies, and we also purchased a new computer for our communications director. We chose to use a used Apple computer rather than a new one. We saved about $500 doing that. So the total for the supplies and that computer came to $3,713.74. Then for the salaries, we've been in the process of hiring some new people, but as of June, we spent $8,874.96.
Good evening. When you came in, there was a document over on the table I put on the table called the draft of the Panther Pledge. A while back, I came to the Senate and talked about a work group that I'm on that was looking at creation of a Panther Creed. We are in the process of moving this document forward as a committee or work group. It has gone to the Academic Staff Committee. I met with them last week, and one of their recommendations was that we change it to Panther Pledge because of some concerns some folks might have had about the religious connotation of creed. So the committee or work group decided to make that change, and so what you have in front of you is the latest draft. That draft is going to be presented to the Academic Staff Senate as well as the University Committee in September for their endorsement. I am putting it in front of you, and I will come back to you guys later to ask for the endorsement of the Student Association of this document. So maybe at one of the future meetings we can get it on the agenda for discussion or topic if folks want to talk about it. I will come and answer questions that any of you might have about the document and about how we want to implement the document or use the document.
I have demonstrated a real commitment to preserving and enhancing the student voice, moving it forward. It also allowed me to be in a position where I could remain viewpoint and content neutral in the programs that we're going forward. And I believe I have a reputation for preserving that and want to bring that to Student Association to work on the Student Association's strategic relationships across campus, in the neighborhood.
I transferred in from Gateway Technical College. I hope to be representing my fellow students on the Senate, UWM, at a state level, I hope. And I'm here to address the concerns of mainly the students, the staff, the faculty, anyone who needs a voice.
Hi, my name is Lester Kern. I'm an undergrad here in the psychology department, and I have worked outside of SA as kind of a volunteer for some of their events, many times like with vote work, etc. And I want to represent students too.
Hi, I'm Alexandria Cedar, but you guys call me Drea. Pardon my lateness, my other job scheduled me. I am going to be representing LNS. I'm a global studies major, and the main reason I want to do SA, besides hearing about it all the time from my friends, is because I fell in love with this city, and I believe this university has such a great presence here that we have the potential to not only change this campus, but change the city. So it's a little bit what I want to be here, and I'm happy.
I hereby affirm
that
that I shall faithfully execute the office
I shall faithfully execute the office
to which a student
to which a student
of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee
of the University of Milwaukee
have entrusted to me
has entrusted to me
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and shall preserve,
and shall preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
defend the Constitution
of the Student Association
of the Student Association
and abide by the governing rules of the Student Association.
and abide by the governing rules of the Student Association.
Congratulations.
As much as they are to represent students. So we do have opportunities like the town halls. We just need to make sure maybe we schedule them more often if we're finding the students are not feeling they have the opportunity to connect with us in ways they need to.
Hello. I hope everybody's having a good summer and everything like that. My name is Salon Patterson Ramos. I was senator for LNS last year. I was also director of diversity and inclusion. I tried to do as much as I could. With CDI, I didn't do everything as I could do, as I wanted to do, I'll say. But I tried to look up anything that any students had problems with. I try to see what can be done and what can't be done. I think I, try to fulfill as much as I could as representing the students, and I want to try this year to do more.
So that we can provide staff members with U-passes. But as Senator Webb said, the summer session is starting to wind down. Now that could result in Claude Chuby and Parking and Transit giving us, or working out a deal with us to give us U-passes. But I mean, in the discussions I've had with them, this all seems to be, a long way off. So maybe we could start to work on something like this for the winter term. But for now, I doubt the forming committee will really result in anything. So I'd like to either see the legislation reworded or
jobs outside the campus, and they provide their own transportation. I don't think wherever this money is coming from, whether segregated fees are raised or wherever, I don't think that it should be their responsibility to pay for our transportation.
Some of the organizational things I've done since becoming Chief Justice on June 15th has been to reorganize the court as far as caseload and workload. Myself and Assistant Chief Justice McCall will take on the brunt of the responsibilities for dealing with the parking tribunals, which are a weekly thing, along with hearing cases and doing other administrative functions, such as offering opinions to the executive and legislative branches. That's pretty much about it. I can answer any questions anyone may have from me.
Are there any questions? Senator Roth?
How many times did the student court convene on actual cases last year other than parking issues?
To the best of my knowledge, the last time there's been a student court case has been 2 years ago.
And in addition to that, you'll notice that we're taking 1,000 out of administrative assistants and interns, and we're putting that into Daniel Laughlin's position. Basically, right now we have one employee who draws salary out of the 17,000 that's in administrative assistants and interns. So taking 1,000 out to add to Dan would put him from 8,000 to 9,000. I know Dan can speak a little bit more on the way that the communications department's been going. All I can say is that it's been functioning at over 100%. Dan's in all the time, so I know he deserves this. Other than that, I've gotten to know both the committee chairs pretty well, and I'm looking forward to working with them as well. So any questions you have for the executive part, I'll just forward over to Dan.